Well, yeah, I'm going to share just, 4 tenets here on why I'm seeing LinkedIn be more important than ever. I mean, let's just take a quick snapshot of right in just the last 9 months, just the way that people have started engaging more and more and more on the platform during lockdown. You're seeing a lot of activity out there, right? So I think I've talked to a lot of my clients around this idea that it's a battle for attention, a battle for eyeballs. I mean, everybody's experience back in like April, May, where they were getting invited to 10 webinars a day or a week. So LinkedIn I don't think it's the end all be all, but it's certainly one of the top conduits right now in the B2B business space to stay top of mind with your network, right? As a lot of people, we just can't get together in person right now. So, so as far as this first tenet goes, I mean, if you Google your name, unless you have something like Joe Smith, something very plain Jane, or you've done something really, really odd, your LinkedIn profile is going to be one of the first things that come up. So, I mean, I don't own TonyLenhart.com. I probably should, but the equivalent of that in the cyber world is my LinkedIn profile. So I want to control what people are seeing when they swing by my profile or maybe Google my name, right? So I want to own that personal brand. I think it's super, super important. The second thing I love, being a drummer, right? Staying in rhythm, right? You can follow anybody and everybody on LinkedIn, companies, prospects, competitors. And for me, it is a place where once I'm following the people that I want to follow, I'm picking up on things that I'm then leveraging in my sales outreach, which kind of leads me to my next point, Jeremy, I'm using LinkedIn to pick up on trigger events, insights for what might be happening in my certain verticals or industries, and what I call just simply microdose learning, right? Like I'm on the go and using my app a ton on LinkedIn. But a lot of you guys out there probably heard of Challenger Sale, right? Which has been out in the ecosystem now for what, 10 plus years.
Yeah.
And a lot of that, one of the core concepts around that is challenging your prospects, your buyers with fresh perspectives and ideas. And I think LinkedIn's a treasure trove for that type of stuff. And then lastly, you could take a sniper approach. I mean, it should be music to salespeople's ears that you get 2 guaranteed things on LinkedIn. One, they're going to get the message if you send it to them, because number 2, there's no gatekeepers. There's nobody impeding you getting to the person with hopefully the right person with the right message, right? So I think those are kind of my 4 big pillars on why I think LinkedIn is important. Ryan, would you add one to that maybe that you think is another key factor on why it's so important?
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty, but I think you nailed it at the very beginning with the, particularly with the time that we're living in right now, with everything that's happened with the pandemic. There's just a flood of activity on LinkedIn because this is the professional social network. And so when all these conferences and trade shows and everything get canceled or postponed indefinitely, everybody's going on to LinkedIn to network and find their prospects and connect. So it's become a more important channel than ever especially for B2B and connecting with your prospects online.
Yep, that's a great one. I mean, I saw a stat the other day. Who knows? I forget what the exact source was, but it was like 82% of buyers look you up on look up their person on LinkedIn before a meeting, right? I know I do. Jeremy, we were just joking about it before the webinar, doing some professional stalking, right? But I mean, it's a little bit, LinkedIn has become a little bit the Facebook for business. Again, in the last 9 months, you see people being a little bit more open, transparent, and authentic with representing themselves. Not, I've seen a few pictures of people posting pictures of their kids or things related, but I mean, the family is the stuff that resonates. And right now it's like all of us are into this like collective consciousness of like what we're going through. So I think, again, people are just engaging more. So
I agree. And, and to your point, Tony, what I've noticed recently is people are starting to post a little bit more on the personal side. And I know there's that sort of controversy where, people say keep Facebook on Facebook, LinkedIn on LinkedIn. However, I do have to say that even in my experience, when I post something that may not be totally family or personal, but I had made a post of something I did for volunteering in the community. And I probably got more engagements just from that than I ever have in any of my professional, posts. So with that, I think people like to kind of see who you are outside of your, suit and tie, right?